Hey everyone, this is Miss Engerson. I am just going to go through the first lesson of the 8th grade second step curriculum to get you started for implementation coming up real soon here. So here's the 8th grade binder and the DVD that comes with it. When you start off, you want to queue up your DVD. You might want to do it a little early, and I only want to show you this because it is just slightly confusing to work through your first time, so I don't want you to fumble through it on day one. So in your binder, if you open it up, that's where the DVD goes. Before your first tab of the lesson that you'll be doing on the first day, there is some information in the first few pages, and so I just wanted to direct your attention to page 9. Before that first tab, because that will give you information regarding the format of how each lesson is delivered. So it'll show you what the components are so that you can kind of navigate through that. So going on to the first lesson, I just went to the tab here for lesson 1, and it'll show you everything that you're going to need for lesson 1, and it'll tell you the title of it. So one thing I want to direct your attention to is the supplies and equipment. It says you're going to need the DVD player, but you're also going to need handouts 1A and handout 1B, the priorities for school success. So those are like copies that you're going to want to make before you deliver your first lesson. And those copies of the handouts are going to be in the lesson 1 tab right towards the back, and it'll be labeled up there. So handout 1B is right there, and here's handout 1A for the shipwreck challenge that you'll be doing in lesson 1. And they're going to be doing that in groups, so it's also good to check this out before you start, because you might see that they're going to actually be doing this one in groups, so you won't need copies for every single student, just as part of preparation. So I just flipped back to that first page in the tab, and those are a couple things I wanted to show you. So then when you open up, you're going to see at the top, Lesson 1, Part 1. Part 1 probably means there's going to be a Part 2, and they anticipate that it'll take you about 25 minutes to do this, this part of the lesson, so you should be doing that in one homeroom period. As you look through, it's going to tell you before class starts that they want you to display the introductory screen. Now the introductory screen, I showed you that I had just put my DVD in, and so when I hit the play button down here, you have to go through this every time. All right, so then here are all of the lesson numbers. So we're going to be delivering lesson 1. So I clicked on 1, and this is not the introductory screen. You can either click on 1, as you'll see in here. They refer to it as 1.1. So lesson 1 and then point 1. So this is 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, all the way to 1.11. So if I click on 1.1, this is actually the introductory screen. This is not a video, but this is what they want you to have up on the screen when class begins. So you have that up on the screen with the quote. And then once you get the students started and do your own introductory thing, then you're going to read through anything that's on bold on the first page here. So then you would read verbatim from here. As 8th graders, your hopes and plans for the future or goals are beginning to have more focus. Also, you have more opportunities for leadership in school. And then you read all the way down. And they say that this introduction they anticipate that it should take you about 2 minutes to just read through this. Then it says, let's watch a video that tells you more about the Stepping Ahead program and how it addresses common middle school challenges in the video, and then you read this. Okay, so after you read this, then you're going to play the video, and you just hit next right here, and then play, and the movie will play. Just like that, easy enough. So once that one is over, it will automatically queue up to 1.3, And you'll see 1.3 is actually not a video, it is just a picture. So that's the picture that's going to be up while you're talking. And if you hit next, it'll play the next video or go on to the next picture that's queued up in here. In this case, 1.3 is a picture. As you read through this and do the activity with the kids, it's a little discussion here. And then when you move on to 1.4, it's going to be another picture. And this is the group activity that you guys are going to be doing. So after you do this part with 1.3 and this picture up, you move on to 1.4. So I'm just going to click next. And 1.4, that's shipwreck challenge. So this is just going to be displayed on your screen as you go through the shipwreck challenge. So again, anything in bold is what you're going to read, and those will be the directions for the students. And now you know, hey, they're going to need to get in groups. So one thing you might want to prepare for is having the kids already sitting in groups. Is how your classroom is set up in tables, or have them group off in any way that you'd like. And then that's also where you're going to use that handout that you've prepared beforehand. And then as you go through here, you do the shipwrecked activity, you're going to hit next, and then you're going to talk about empathy. And so that's the last part here. Then at the bottom in this gray area, end of part 1, so then you'll say next time we will talk more about perspective taking and about what types of communication worked or didn't work in your groups. So then you give them kind of a sneak peek of what they're going to be doing next time. So this is the basic format of every lesson. And again, that was lesson 1, part 1. And then you're going to be, next time you're going to work on lesson 1, part 2. And very similar as to what you're going to need and how you review from last time, and then moving into the next one with your DVD queued up. I hope you found this helpful.